Guys, we are here with one of my favorite guitarists, the great Dave Fields, Blues Hall of Famer. And we were going to talk a little bit about his path basically to becoming one of the best guitarists, in my opinion, on the planet. So, Dave, thanks for taking time to sit down with us.
Oh, this is great.
Great.
It's awesome.
Cool.
Overdue.
Yes, long overdue. So, Dave, tell us a little bit about how you got started in the music business.
Well, I'm the son of noted composer, arranger, producer Sammy Forever Fields. And,
yes, indeed.
I was born and raised in New York City and in Bergen County, New Jersey, in Demorest, New Jersey. And when I was a kid, and I was very young, my dad, he was the musical director for the Latin Quarter, which was like this big, big nightclub.
I remember the Latin Quarter. The Latin Quarter was the place to be.
Yeah, right on Times Square. And
yeah.
It was owned by Barbara Walters' father, Lou Walters. And so he would drag me down there when I was like, 4 or 5 years old. And I would watch him conduct, and but he would also like take me to recording studios for recording sessions when I was a young age, and I'd watch him,
Great.
Would come in and lead the band, and talk to musicians, and I used to sit and watch them mix, and I grew up in a recording studio in a lot of ways.
Oh, no doubt. I got to ask, by the way, so you've been holding out on me with you got some salsa moves you haven't been showing us? That's got to be what you're telling me in there too, right?
No. God, you don't want to see me dance, which is crazy. It's funny, I was raised by my dad from the South in New York, which is weird. It just doesn't happen that often. He raised me to be in an environment where I could play any style of music. And I had to play piano first, so I learned how to play piano.
I wanted to ask you that because I've seen you play everything. I know I've seen you teach guys how to play drums, and you're like, geez, I don't know if Dave played drums. And then I remember just last night I turned back and saw you on the piano, just soloing away. You can play anything, and I wanted to ask you how much of that was your dad's influence.
He raised me to be able to make a living in the music business. Which when I was 13, I did my first wedding. Played my first wedding band with him, and it was mostly moving the equipment. And then I'd sit and watch, and listen. And then I didn't have a guitar, so we had a bass. So I played bass before I played guitar. And
okay.
I knew enough to he would tell me what notes to play, and then after a few gigs he said, all right, I'm not going to tell you the notes anymore, because it was the same songs.
Right.
And then I'd play along trying to remember, and it trained my ear to understand harmony that way. It was an amazing way. He was such an amazing teacher. It's interesting, when I ended up going to Berkeley, I was in advanced harmony classes because I had just done it all natural ear training.
From the time you were a kid, yeah.
Since I was like 13, 14 years old. So
you started on bass.
Yeah. Piano, then bass.
Wow.
And then I begged my dad to buy me a guitar. I'd steal my friends' guitars, and I bought a guitar that broke, and eventually he bought me a white Les Paul, which I still have.
Nice.
As I got older, I ended up working with the legendary producer, record label owner, Ahmet Erdogan,
Wow, that's amazing.
That was an amazing thing to work with him.
Now, what was he like? What was he like to work for? I've seen interviews with him. He seems like just the most amazing personality. What did you think of your time with him?
Ahmet was wonderful because basically I showed up as a session guitar player. He was pleasure. He was wonderful.
Did he give you a lot of freedom? Like he had a general idea and was like, hey, listen, fill in.
It was like, what are you feeling here? Just play something and I'll tell you if I like it or not.
Great.
And then he would make suggestions saying, why don't you try something different? I worked with him a couple times. And
how much of him filtered into your work as a producer later on?
It was more of like an affirmation of things that worked, because when you get to work with somebody great like that who's had so much experience, and you see what he does, it's just like being in school, you know what I mean? I was involved with New Voices of Freedom. We were in the movie Rattle and Hum, and we ended up doing a TV commercial with Aretha Franklin.
Wow.
And just so many things, that's what happens when you're a working musician. You just have these lists of things you do, and it's on to the next gig. It's always about the next thing. It's even now, being an artist, I'm thinking about next week what's going to happen. I mean, I've got 2 more gigs for this week, and I've got 3 more for next. It's all about lining it up and just getting everything going and just plowing through it. And this is kind of the nature of the business, you know.